You are listening to the Business Casual Podcast, and I'm your host, Carissa from CarissaLene.com. Hey, you guys. Today we're chatting about an affiliate strategy. So a part of this podcast is for me to be pretty explicit about what I'm trying out or what I'm doing. And one of the things that I definitely am working the hardest on, or not the hardest, but more so I'm putting a lot more strategy and focus and being intentional about what I'm doing with, and that is affiliate strategy and affiliate marketing. So when it comes to affiliates, I basically want to treat it as a partner or a team kind of thing. You know, you always hear the term like JV, which is joint venture. You hear that being thrown around, but a lot of times it's not really, it's not really joint venture. It's more like, hey, I got an audience. You want to get in front of them? Come on, cool. Come on over. Hop on in there. Get in front of my audience. And that's not really joint venture. What I, know joint venture to be is that you both are teaming up together to make a, big impact on something. You're really trying to, leverage each other, or you're really trying to, get this person in front of your audience or whatever the situation is, but also help them do what they need to do to, make their launch as successful as you would make your own launch. So that's what's really, that's my real strategy, is that I want to treat someone else's lunch that I plan to partner with as if it was my own lunch as much as I can. Because, sometimes dates don't fall right and things don't kind of mesh up, and you have to kind of work what you have. So, but for the most part, I want to really be intentional about how I am planning a lunch, if it's my own lunch, and also if it's an affiliate partner's lunch. And so, I was thinking about when I had my brick and mortar business, and it was actually an organic smoothie and juice bar, if you didn't know. And when I had the business, I would partner up with people or with businesses that were local, in the area, and they had complimentary items that I could package my smoothies and juices along with their stuff. And so one of them, they did like a package, like lunches and dinners. So basically like a meal prep thing. And it was perfect because my audience, my customers were fitness people. They were really into the gym. They would go to the gym regularly. because I was right there by the gym. So they were into yoga and Pilates, and they were working out daily, all these great things. So meal prepping and having those prepped meals and serving those meals was really a huge hit. And so after we chatted and whatnot, we thought that we would come together, do a JV partnership to where I can package up some of my smoothies and juices for, fresh, but I can package those up and give to him to package up with his meal preps to sell at his location. And then he would give me some of his meal preps and I would sell at my location. And so we'll get together every few days to kind of replenish. But other than that, that's kind of what we agreed upon, and we kind of did all the details and all the specs and all that. We drew all that out, but ideally that was our thing, and it worked so well because it was so complimentary. It was like it was so easy because a lot of times when people go into the gym, they're thinking about, okay, what am I going to create for lunch that's going to appease my my personal trainer or my new workout routine. They don't want to go home and eat a Burger King Whopper. You know what I mean? So to be able to offer them a meal prep prepared, that's already prepared and it's healthy and that's proportionally balanced and all that good stuff. I guess proportionally balanced isn't the word. Or isn't the phrase I was trying to say. I think I was trying to say is balanced, but I guess by calories or whatnot. Who knows what I was trying to say? But to be able to have that kind of meal prepared for them, plus a fresh and nutritious smoothie or fresh juice, to go along with that was a good deal. And then I can offer things, I used to have happy hours, which was a slower time, but also it was around the time things start picking up. So it was a good time to really get on the, certain specials and certain deals during that time. And also I would really kind of maximize this during the low time of the day we were open. And then we started kicking back up again, like in the evening times, people were getting off work and the, and then the gym was like crazy packed, then I would kind of bring it back to do like a regular kind of offer then. But it became such a hit. And so I was thinking about that because just the way that we kind of packaged our things together and how it worked out, I said, I want to create a partnership just like that. So with my affiliate strategy, I want to make sure that whoever I'm partnering up with has a complimentary service or offer or product that would make sense for my audience, but also would make sense to what I do in general. So technically I wouldn't partner with someone that teaches us on a strategy or anything that's too similar to that. But I would partner with someone that's really specific on, maybe they talk about email list building, right? Which is fantastic because I don't really talk about it too much. I may mention it, but I don't really talk about it. And so partnering up with someone like that and then combining, something that I have would work, phenomenal, right? Or even going, targeting a different audience. So maybe my product would be great for talking with a brick and mortar business owner, you know what I mean, and targeting those people. But being able to find complementary businesses, complementary niches that could find your product worthy and useful and actually not necessarily a need, but a want for them, that's a home run, right? That's how you kind of win big with affiliate marketing. And then after you find those complementary niches and businesses, then you have to get with that, being able to get with that affiliate and saying, all right, what's the days on your lunch? How are you lunching? What are you doing to lunch? Give me the breakdown. Give me the scoop. Tell me all that I need to know. I mean, really get their lunch strategy down pat, like you would do your own. And then you can figure out how you can supplement, how you can, be a part of that lunch. Like, what can you do to take that lunch to another level, to be an asset to their lunch? Because essentially, if their lunch is great, your lunch is great, right? Because you're a partner to them. And so if you are doing all that you can to promote, to share, to educate, to give value, to, whatever it is, then they're going to have successful lunch and you're going to have successful lunch as well. And that's kind of how these huge lunches happen. These 6 and 7 figure lunches, sometimes 8 figure lunches happen because these people, you may see them have all these amazing people that's a part of their launch team, and they're probably previous students and acquaintances and business friends and all those fancy things, and they stand by this product or service, and they're going to help do all that they can to get their audience excited and hyped about this. So they do, the Jeff Walker style launch video series, and they do these cool affiliate marketing campaigns and Facebook ads and, videos on a regular basis in their community, on their group. They add their own products and services to the mix when they're sharing their affiliate products, and they do these special bonuses and special offers and discounts, and they do all these things because it matters. It makes sense. If you want to have a lunch and be a part of a JV lunch and you want the lunch to be successful, you have to go at it as hard as you would your own lunch. And that's exactly what I plan to do with any JV partnerships that I do throughout the year, as long as I can. Sometimes, like I said, dates don't always fall right. So you can only swing so much, but with a little prep and, being consistent about it, you can definitely make it happen. And even if they're evergreen, it still can be possible, because sometimes with evergreen products and services, they still may be launchable, right? So they still may have a launch period at some point of the year or whatnot. But even if they don't, like even if there's not a launch period at all, but it's a fantastic product that's still hot and people still want it, you can create a affiliate funnel for that, right? And I'll share that in another episode here. But you can create an affiliate funnel for that and still get people, regularly checking out and going through that funnel for you and doing amazing things to even get more revenue, and to, get them to do more things than just to get inside this course or get inside this, product or whatever if you're marketing. But, I'll probably talk about, it's probably gonna be like a part 2 to this. And I can talk more about the funnel part of the affiliate strategy, because I'm definitely doing that as well for a lot of my evergreen products. But But yeah, so treat your lunches as you would treat your JV lunches as you would your own lunch, and find really cool and unique ways to make that lunch as successful as it can be. If that's holding a webinar, if that's doing Facebook ads, if that's getting inside of other communities and sharing it, that's creating your own lead magnet for the specific lunch and driving traffic to it and creating the funnel for it. Then do that. Find ways to make it successful, and I can guarantee you that it will, of course, they'll be excited to bring you back for the next lunch. And then it'll open doors for other things that you can do as well. It'll kind of get you more accustomed to lunch, and if you're not already, and of course, put some money in your pocket, because that's always nice, right? It's always nice to be rewarded for your hard work, and also seeing the results of the students that are being a part of this product or service launch that you're doing. So all in all, that's the main goal for me, and I'll share with you my funnel that I'm going to be using for this as well, for the evergreen portion of it. But I just wanted you to get that little nugget so that you can try this out on your own, see how it works for you. Start small, even if it's something that's small and you just want to kind of work your way up. That's totally fine. I mean, I don't think the price of it matters, per se. It may change up the strategy a little bit, you know what I mean? But other than that, I do think that you can rock and roll with this information and really turn out a good affiliate lunch marketing promo, okay? So that's all I have for you for this episode. I'll see you back in the next one. So that's it. That wraps up today's episode of the Business Casual Podcast. If you loved today's episode, I would so appreciate it if you go on over to iTunes and subscribe and leave a review and a comment to let everyone know how much you enjoyed today's episode and the podcast in general. If you would like to, please share this out with any of your friends on social media. You can always keep up to date with all things the Business Casual Podcast on thebusinesscasualpodcast.com. And if you want to join a fabulous group of new and inspiring business owners, then I highly recommend you join us inside of the Launchers Lounge on Facebook simply by going to thebusinesscasualpodcast.com/community, and I'll meet you there. Don't forget, if you're on Stitcher, rate and review us there. We are hanging out on Stitcher as well. And of course, if you want to be a guest on the show, or if you just want to get your question answered, go to thebusinesscasualpodcast.com/ask, and I will answer your question live on the show. And that's all for today. I'll see you on the next episode of the Business Casual Podcast. Bye, you guys.